Unlock the love in your heart. Unlock the love in your heart. Let it all out, all the things that you love, that you are. Unlock the love in your heart. You have a love to share. You have a family that's there. Unlock the love.
You are.
Unlock the love.
No, but I
Unlock
make
the
it a point to when I sleep to
love.
breathe through my nostrils and not be a mouth breather. Um, not that that's a bad thing, but I do breathe through my nose consciously.
Wow. Both of them. Are you sure? Can you go alternate? Can you?
No, not that. Not that.
Have you ever done Breath of Fire? Have you ever
No,
done Breath of Fire?
that was back in the Coke days. I'd go.
Have you? Oh, I didn't hear that. Have you ever
I
done
never.
Breath of Fire?
Oh yeah.
You have?
I used to do
Oh,
yoga.
because of Saskia. Because of Saskia. Did Saskia teach you yoga?
No, I used to do the Brian Kess class. I
Oh,
used to
I
do
did
yoga.
too. That's
I
how.
I used to be a yoga guy. Way,
Are
way
you sure we
back.
didn't meet at at Brian Kest's?
No, we did not. I never saw you there. I used to go with this girl named Heidi, and we used to take classes there. But
No, I know it was the Lone Wolf cigar shop, but that's just crazy, Brett. That means that we've got. I have to tell you, when we went to Chris's funeral, because I ended up meeting Sean Penn, his brother, because I worked at the Palindrome, which is a recording studio in Venice, where David Bearwald, who worked with Sheryl Crow from Tuesday Night Music Club, they made Tuesday Night Music Club. They were Tuesday Night Music Club. But I met David through Steve Lindsay, who I met at when I just arrived to LA, and I went to the Guitar Center and I picked up a Rain Song Hawaiian guitar, and I remember playing it, and I looked, and there's this guy like staring at me. He's like, and I'm like singing a song, I'm like, getting attention at Guitar Center, loving it, I'm 22, I just moved to LA, you know what I mean? I'm like, woohoo. And he's like, are you a songwriter? And I'm like, well, yeah, I am, and he's like, well, my friend David Bearwald, wrote with Sheryl Crow Tuesday Night Music Club, and I work with Universal Music, something like that. I've got a publishing company, and which he does. He taught Steve Lindsay taught Dr. Dre music theory and piano. Okay, that's who this guy is, and he told me about David, and I ended up in Venice one day, and I called Steve, and he's like, I'm at David's studio in Palindrome. You should come stop by. I'm like, no shit. So there it is, right on the boardwalk where they used to sell that funnel cake, that fried. I don't even know what street that is. Do you know what I'm talking about? Right there on the.
I remember
And
the funnel cake. Yeah.
and the fried dough. And so I go and I'm like, oh, who's there? David Bearwald, Will Sexton from Austin, Texas, who's a good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, who's married to Amy LaVere. You have to have those two on your show. They're like the heart of Memphis. Amy LaVere is like Memphis's pride and joy. She's got the sweetest, most beautiful voice. She's funny as hell. She's sweet, and they're a duo. There's this amazing musical duo. But point being is, what was my point? I got lost.
Funnel cake. It's delicious.
Funnel cake. No, I was talking about. So then I started working for David Bearwald. I made food. I cooked for his session players, Jim Keltner, Buckethead, the Chili Peppers, Angelo from Fishbone, all these people. I would make Bulgarian peppers. I would call my parents and be like, what's that Bulgarian pepper recipe? I need to cook for these session players. I'd go get them Patron. I'd get them cigarettes. Like, this was like a perfect gig. But then when I would be playing my guitar, David would be like, don't play songs for the artists. Like, that's not what you like, right? I'm like, like, that's what it, but they got a kick out of me. But sure enough, I met John Densmore there. I have a picture with the drummer from the Doors. Thin little John Densmore. I have a picture of me, bald-headed Vessy, 22, 23, carrying John Densmore. And John Densmore was like, okay, now I want a picture of me carrying you. It's like, okay. So we have that picture. But what was I going to tell you? See, I got lost again. The Palindrome. Oh, yeah. So then Sean Penn was there one night because David was in David and David. Welcome to the Boomtown. David's like one of the most prolific songwriters like ever. He's in New York now writing a book about his family history, this crazy history that he has, which is going to like throttle everybody when it comes out. But he had Sean Penn there one day, and they're talking politics, and like Jason and I were there. That's where I met Jason. Jason was a sound person at David's. Like David hired both of us at the same time and said, you guys are going to like each other, to each of us before we met, which is just funny and zany. And so then, so the whole Sean Penn, so when Chris died, so when I met Sean Penn, I already knew his brother and you. Uh-huh. And I met Sean Penn, and we went, me and Jason, I think we went with him somewhere, I don't remember where, to hang out for a little while. And then maybe I saw him one other time in Venice, and then I saw him at his brother's funeral. And he was right at the front of the building, and we had a big hug, you know, and it was like everybody, like from like The Sopranos, like all those actors, like everybody was there for that. And I just was so sad, Brett, because because Chris helped me get a demo deal with Virgin Records with Tony Berg. Like he got me in that office. He got me, you know, I did a record with Lovesick Lunatics in Chicago. He got me in that door, you know, and Tony gave me a record deal, a demo deal before they closed their doors and became Artist Direct. Like that whole Virgin was folding, like, but they gave me some money. And I recorded a bunch of songs at Tony's studio. But point being is I really wanted to sing Love for Chris Penn at his funeral, because I know that that's what he would have wanted. But there was 200 people in there that would have yelled and screamed at me if I would have started singing. But I thought about it. I was like, Jason, I want to start singing Love right now. Can I sing it right now, since I didn't get to do it then?
Sing it right now.
All right. He loved singing this song, and he loved the blues. And I'm surprised that you saw him running in Venice, because he said he would never go to Venice. He said that he couldn't go there, that he had to stay in Santa Monica.
It was in Santa Monica on the edge.
Okay.
I think I'm at a Perry's food stand.
Yeah.
Like right after Venice, in Santa Monica.
Yeah, because he would say, I don't go to Venice. I was like, it's right there. It's like, what's the difference? Venice, Santa Monica. He's like, I don't know what happened to him that like he couldn't go to Venice. Chris Penn, this is for you, my brother. Brett and I send you our love.
We
already know you're a child living in the world in some beautiful place, reincarnated. This is for you. Bobby took a walk on my side to find out what was on the inside of a woman. Ooh, Lord, I'm a woman. Tell me what's inside. Tell me what's inside. I said everything you ever wanted, everything you ever needed, everything you ever hoped for, everything you ever dreamed of, my love. Love. Sing it. Love's got me breaking down your door. Sometimes words, they have no meaning when you don't really mean them. Finding out it's more like a feeling on the inside. Ooh, Lord, on the inside. Tell me what's inside. Tell me what's inside. You said everything you ever wanted, everything you ever needed, everything you ever hoped for, everything you ever dreamed of, my love. Sing it, ready? Love. Love's got me breaking down your door. Love's got me wanting even more. Love. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Song Machine.
So can I just be called that? Can that be my artist name?
You could be Song Machine. You can be anything you want.
I like that.
Yeah.
They call her Song Machine. I like that a lot, actually.
Who's that over there? Oh, that's the Song Machine, man.
They have the song box in Venice now, I hear. That box where people just sing, they stand in this box and they sing in it.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that. I went through Venice lately, but anyways, Venice is a whole different story.
Michael Yost Michael Yost? And Susie Williams?
Yep.
So Michael Yost played on this Anwar track that we tracked here. Mm-hmm. This blues song, and he played electric guitar, and so I was so excited to get him to play on it. I heard it and I was like, I need like somebody that can shred on guitar, and I was supposed to go there actually for Duke's event, but it was on Halloween. He bought me a ticket. I would have seen you if you would have been there, but I don't know if you were there during Halloween. But I was like, I can't get on a plane right now. I cannot get on a plane.
It's not worth the risk. We got to keep it tight right now. We got to keep it tight. We got to get a fucking lid on this shit.
Yeah. What do you think about the vaccine and stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I just know that, people are apprehensive about wearing a mask, but if a mask is going to save your life, then fucking wear a mask. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Face anyways. I don't need people to see my face. I don't mind wearing a mask if it's going to make me live, so.
Yeah. There's so many that think it's not even like, they're still saying it's like a hoax. Like,
it's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Some people, you can go down the conspiracy theory, rabbit hole if you want, but like, I just know that people are still dying. The workers, the nurses and the doctors are overworked, and they're starting to walk off because they're just over it. They're telling people.
I heard 92,000 new patients a day. 92,000.
Yeah, I mean, quarantining. I mean, I was going to go maybe to LA and pick up some stuff, but I was just there like a month ago for a few weeks, and I mean, I went through Venice, I went through Santa Monica. It's cool, but there's nothing going on that I can't be doing here. And so now I'm doing a podcast, and so that's sort of giving me a reason to get out of bed. And cool. I need to start painting, but I've been editing a lot of my films. But I mean, I've been taking the quarantine as a part, as to be as productive and proactive as possible. And good. And I'm using this podcast so I can talk to my friends. So
yay! And I have some people I want you to introduce to you that, like Tanya Lee. It would be great for you to have her on here, and also Jacqueline. How fun would it be to have Jacqueline?
I'd love to see Jacqueline. Yeah.
And a lot of people, Amy and Will, I bet would love to connect. What a great idea!
I want to try to get Susie on here too.
Susie would love to do it.
I know. I love.
Do you want me to reach out? Do you want me to reach out?
I know her.
Oh, you'll reach out. Okay.
Yeah. She's got one of my Buffalo shirts.
She's
got a Buffalo.
I have 2 of your Buffalo shirts.
I owe you a lot more because of all the music that you've done for me.
I
gave to you the painting of the circle with the little dots in it it's got a red it's like a square. I gave it to you at the Sponto show when you played for me, you and Jacqueline did.
Brett, I don't know if I have that anymore.
That was a good one. I have a picture of you with it. It's all good. You got other things going on. It's all you're gonna make me cry. Well, let's do this.
I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think.
No, it's a tumultuous time. There's a lot going on. Well, what we do is, why don't you let the people know how they can reach you, your websites, your Instagram, your how they can get you to you do music for people?
Yes, lots of music.
You do custom songs for people?
I do. I was gonna say, if you want to get in touch with me, just look at your third eye. Think of me.
And I will appear.
Think of me and I will appear. Yes, Vessy Mink at Gmail. VESSYMINK@gmail.com. I write music for all sorts of reasons: birthdays, performances, celebrations, people who have died. I do all sorts of music, Brett. I write, some of my songs have been licensed to like TV, I to some movies, I custom craft songs to your liking, and I do live shows. I do telegrams. If you want me to call your if you want me to call your loved one and sing them a song about how much you love them and say their name, and they'll just get this random call. I do all sorts of things. So however people could use their friendly neighborhood songwriter, it's me. And we produce songs out of our studio here. So, and vessymink.net is my website. There's some material on there. Certainly not the newest, but there's a lot.
And you're on Instagram. Did you already start?
I'm on Instagram as Vessy Mink as well. VESSYMINK. I'm on Facebook as Vessy Mink. Vessy Mink Music is the fan page. Yeah, I could teach classes on songwriting. I mean, I could just sing for your, I think the biggest thing is reaching out to people and singing them a song. Just, hey, so-and-so wanted me to, like, this is a singing telegram, they, you know, or just to uplift people. Like, there's so many sad stories out there about people who don't have, you know, anyone during this time, that I really, really don't have anyone, like, not even like this to talk, you know, that, like, you know, and you think of those people or those children who aren't in school, that have like abusive homes, that don't have food, or, you know, or just like that school was their safety, which I guess being online, you know, the good thing about that is that people are seeing people's home life, you know, what that's like. But also with that is like, there's so much that you don't know. When is it going to be that everybody's story is important to figure out how we can make it all better? I mean, I would like to be a part of that, you know, as a purpose to just, so what you're doing just to even connect and share is a beautiful gift, because you're lighting the way. People need to know that they're not alone.
They're not alone, and we are definitely going through some crazy ass times. You know, this is what it looks like, the paradigm shift, whatever you want to call it, where the gray area is very thin, everything's very black and white. The communication is making us live into a now moment more than ever. I think if we can stay in this now moment as long as possible, and create out of that space, then we're gonna be it's a great space to create in.
Did you say black and white?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the next song.
Okay.
I have to go with, if you're going to say black and white, if you're going to say titles of my songs, I have to play them. Okay.
Well, then you're a song machine.
This is very raw. I wrote this. When did I write this? I wrote this about 6 months ago. I've been writing songs in one sitting. Like, if I come down here to write a song and I'm not recording on the studio or on my handheld, I'll never have that version of that song, and I'll never be able to play it exactly like that. So now I just come down here and I actually record, you know, I'm writing them in one fell swoop.
Nice.
Because I'm so emotional.
Oh my God. It's an empath extravaganza.
Is that loud enough?
Yeah.
This has not been released yet.
Oh, am I allowed to? Okay. This is Woods exclusive.
My love for you is black and white. Even the trees realize. My love for you is open wide, shattering lights with the roll of the dice. My love for you is black as night, holding the light in your eyes. My love for you is rising. Speak to me and hold me. It's weight of the world. Speak to me, will you follow me? Yeah. Oh.
intense song. Okay. Yes.
My love for you is open eyes, Juliet's rage tonight, sacrificing to provide, never a word.
All right. It goes on and on and on. Ooh, that's such a good picture. Wait. Screenshot. Screenshot. Yeah. All right.
So let's wrap it up. This has been Brett's with Friends. I have been talking with the amazing, the fantastical Vessy Mink. And it looks like this is it. We're going to end it and get a hold of her. She's amazing. She is the one and only.
Brett, let them get it. Brett, let them get a hold of you.
They can. This is
I'm
my.
not talking to
get a
anybody.
hold of me. BrettWoods.com. Go to, and this has been.
They can Brett's my manager.
I can't manage the sphere of excitement and energy that is Vessy Mink. Vessy Mink she's unquantifiable. She is.
Ooh, I like that. You've always reminded me of my brother George. I've always told you that, haven't I? My brother George, my older brother George.
No, it just reminds me of
He's living.
Yeah, I wish my brother George was here. I wish my brother. You're Liberace used to say that.
No.
I wish my brother George was here.
Oh, that's so cute. My brother George is in Brazil. I do actually wish that he was here. But when I look at you, you look so much like my brother George that I think that maybe you two are brothers. Who's your father?
My father was a man. My father died 2000. Anyways, he's an old redneck from Arkansas named Bill Woods.
Is that right?
Yeah, but he passed away a while back. But
I'm sorry.
Nothing lives forever.
No, I know. Did you have a relationship with your pa?
I did. I saw him later in life. I found him, and this was before the internet, and I found him, and then we became friends again. But he had lots of kids, probably lots of women across. He dumped his seed all over the country. but
hold on a minute. Did he travel? Did he ever go to Germany?
He didn't. No. No, you are my sister from another mister for sure.
That's for sure.
Do you because we're going super long, but do you have any vocal exercises that people could do? Like I've been doing if they want to get into music, because I've been doing this: aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum. Does that make sense?
I like that. Aluminum, linoleum.
Aluminum.
Aluminum,
linoleum.
Oh my God. Aluminum,
linoleum.
Aluminum, linoleum. Linoleum. Linoleum, aluminum. Let me see. I've gone. Okay, yeah, I have one.
Human beings are social, not meant to be left alone for too long.
We gotta just end on that. That's
just a matter of